Hello, everybody! Welcome back to the bunker! Now, this one is going to be a very special. I forgot those. This is going to be a very. Gonna try to avoid getting this camera. There we go. This is going to be a very special episode. Welcome back to the bunker. I actually, surprisingly, don't have any announcements. I believe I've already announced some of the things. Let's see, the next game I'm going to be playing is Eternal Satania, but after I beat Subnautica, I'm either, okay, that's like the one thing. I'm torn between trying a new game, No Man's Sky. Apparently, it was bad when it first came out, but apparently it's gotten a lot better, and I'm getting recommended by a tech expert, so I'm thinking that maybe I should play it. And I'm also torn between finally either by playing another a favorite of mine from an old past that has been remastered, and that is SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. It essentially is like Mario 64, but with SpongeBob and boss battle. Yeah, that's basically what it is. It's basically Mario 64 if it was SpongeBob. Except you unlock new abilities along the way. That's like the only difference I can think of, other than it's SpongeBob. But you basically go around, the Bikini Bottom's been taken over by robots, because Plankton's both a genius and idiot at the same time, blah blah blah. And now it's up to you, Patrick and Sandy. Yes, you get to play as multiple characters who each have their own special abilities, blah 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 blah. And as you try and stop Bikini Bottom from being taken over by robots. Or at least stop the menace anyway. And it's been remastered and it looks so good now. So good! I really want to play for the channel. I think that's what I'm gonna do next. So I really love the game. Yeah. You go around and you collect golden spatulas, which is their equivalent of the power stars for Mario. And you use them to gain access to more worlds and more spatulas. You know, that's pretty much it. They're like secret hidden ones. Some you can only get after you've played level. Like it's basically Mario 64. Really, it's certainly I want to play it. You know what? I'm gonna show you it when we get around to it. So that's gonna be next. Okay, I think that's it for announcements. I really don't have anything else. So now we're gonna move on to Thursday's thoughts on Tuesdays, which again, like I stated in a previous episode, has nothing to do with being on Tuesdays or Thursdays. I am lucky if it manages to get out on Tuesday or Thursday, but it rarely happens. I mostly have these kind of thoughts on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's basically the namesake of it. But, yes, and this episode is very special. Like I said, I'm finally gonna acknowledge it. We are under quarantine. The world, basically, is under quarantine, and we're all sitting at home being bored out of their minds. Now, for some people, like me, who are introverts and stay inside and don't talk much to people anyway, it doesn't really matter, because we already know how to do that. But for other people, you might be scared. For social people, like social butterflies, you might actually be wondering, what am I supposed to do now? There's nothing to do. Well, actually, I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you decide on doing some new tasks. And first, right at the back, I know you think, you know what? First, he's gonna talk about video games because all he does is video games. Well, I don't. See, I also do some exercises. We actually currently have, I don't know what to call it, Borrowed Forever. It's probably what it is. Borrowed Forever of Bowflex from a friendly neighbor of ours. And ever since the quarantine started, I have been pretty much working out non-stop. You know, and I printed out a bunch of exercises that we can do, and I've limited down to a couple of things. But you don't even need an exercise machine to work out. You can still do things like classic yoga. I really love yoga. It's really relaxing. You can do some workout, maybe some shadow boxing. You can do some of that. You can also just play. You can just plain work out. You can do some sit-ups, maybe some planking, maybe some push-ups, you know, that kind of thing. You don't need equipment to exercise. So that's one of the things I can recommend. And, well, if you don't want to do something as active, well then of course we're gonna stick to paper stuff for now, and then we'll move on to electronics. Of course I'm gonna talk about video games. I mean, I'm gonna save that for last, of course, but another thing you can do is some puzzle books. I personally have these kind of penny pass variety puzzles. Really are entertaining. I flip through them. There's so many different types of puzzles, like here, there. You got a bunch of mini crosswords, daily chains, your word searches. You got word scrambles. All these types of stuff. Really, 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 really fun. Really interesting. And that's another thing you can do if you get bored. All right. Now. Move on, and let's talk about some reading. Yeah, reading from this person, imagine that. But personally, I take this time to do three things. I either read about other stuff. I read about stuff I usually read offhand every once in a while anyway, like Shakespeare. Surprisingly, yeah, I know. Look at me. You look at me and you go, "There's no way that guy reads Shakespeare." But actually, I love it. I love Shakespeare. A Comedy of Errors is probably one of my favorite works of William Shakespeare. I really love William Shakespeare stuff. It's really, really wonderful. But if you don't like William Shakespeare, I've actually been rediscovering a bunch of comics I used to read, and they're really, really good. It's The Adventures of Tintin. Just do some rediscovering. Rediscover some of your old classic favorites. Mine, personally, is The Adventures of Tintin, which is really, really fun. They're really funny, really great British humor. It's really, really funny to do. But if those are boring to you, try and find something new. I've recently picked up the Food Wars, Shinoke no Sama, and I haven't read it yet. But I've heard good things about it, so I wanted to pick it up and read it. And I'm looking at the pictures so far, and it already looks pretty good. It already looks good. I'm getting too engaged in it now. So, you can also read some books. Another thing you can do, pass the time, get up on some cooking. I have this right here. What I have here is a recipe section a bunch of recipes that include Coca-Cola in one way. Bunch of Coca-Cola recipes, and surprisingly, they're pretty good. You got some Coke floats, you got some Dippin' Dots, you got some Party Franks. Really, really good stuff. You got some Sichuan green beans with mushrooms. Take a look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? You got the recipes right on the back here. Pretty good. Take up some cooking if you're that bored. Take up some cooking. Learn some new things. It's really good. Alright? Get up on some cooking. I currently myself have just discovered the omelet. And although I am in fact cheese is dangerous to me, I will get some lactose-free cheese. Yes, I'm lactose tolerant. Lactose-free cheese, and cook myself some more omelets now. And it's really, really good. Now, okay, and say, okay, well, what about some board games? Hey, how about a game you've probably never heard of? It's called What's He Building in There? Now, What's He's Building in There is essentially a game where you have this giant board and you're supposed to try and make a doomsday device in time before the 30-day or the 15 days are over. Let me read the description on the back. Now that you've got some experience as an evil doctor, it's time to move onward and upward. What's the place to be evil doctoring in the world in the late 80s? London. Fine. What's your plan? Find some cheap warehouse somewhere and build your doomsday machine. Scotland Yard is on your trail, however, so in addition to your doomsday machine, you'll have to build an escape plan. The good news is that you can find reliable henchmen in London, and that you can now pay them enough to do your bidding without all the trouble you had with those good to help bumpkins back at home. So basically, you're just trying to build a bunch of doomsday devices, trying to get resources and stuff. Really, okay, I'm not gonna lie, it's really complicated. It's really long time to set up and requires a second player. It takes a little while to set up, and it's like a 20, but it's only like a 20 or 30 minute game. It's really long, but at the same time, it's really fun to try and play. I recommend finding it and buying it, because it's really good. And as for a game you've probably heard of, and I have a probably an addiction to, Monopoly! Yes! I have way too many of these. But this one is probably my favorite. This one is I'm not sure, probably 1960. I'm gonna go with 1961 because that's the latest on the copyright. But this is my very oldest Monopoly board that I have found so far. For some reason, I feel inclined to collect them. But it says several copyrights of 1935, 1940, 46, and 1961. So I'm going to assume that this was made in 1961. But Monopoly is definitely a game that you can play that is for the long haul and for the biggest stuff. It's all the big stuff you can get. It really smells old too. But I, honest to God, cannot tell you. I'm gonna go with the rumor and say I'm gonna go with the long haul and say this one is 1961. 1961 edition of Monopoly. I have more in that cabinet that you can't see. It's over there. And some card games. Now this is technically a video game, but I can't help it. But some card games as well. We have the Binding of Isaac 4 Souls card game. Now, I recommend this is on the Kickstarter. You have to go and purchase it off of the store of Studio 71. But this game, if you like the Binding of Isaac, you will love this game. It is so good. It's such a great. It's basically the Binding of Isaac broken down to a card game. It's pretty. I love it. You got little trinkets, little tokens, a little coin bag. You're basically trying to our goal of this game is try and collect 4 souls before the other player does. You can backstab, you can help others, and it's so much more fun. So much fun. And then there's this card game that I don't have a picture of because it's a card game, basic card game. It's called Euchre. Now, Euchre is a 4-player only card game. You need 4 players, and it takes up to 4 players. But it's basically you're going around trying to make match best point. It's really hard to explain. But essentially, you're just trying to get enough tricks in a game to win the game. It's easier to show than explain, and eventually one of these days I'm gonna record it because it's really fun and kind of an obscure card game, honestly. But fine, okay. And finally, we're gonna move on to electronic stuff. First off, music, of course. Now, for music, I mostly go to YouTube because my favorite artists are on there. Now, of course, that means that I'm going to be talking about some artists, and I'm of course going to recommend their channels and whatnot, blah 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 blah. So let's start off with Shmoe Yoho, or the Gregory Brothers. They have some great musical talent, and they mostly do YouTubers, and they've done some Songify the Muse, yes, Songify the Muses. That's definitely what they do. Songify the News, they've done a bunch of that. They've done Songify. They have a thing where they Songify this, where they just go around and Songify whatever. And so yeah, take a look at this stuff. They're pretty good. We also got what else? JT Music. I love some of their raps. I love the Binding of Isaac one. I love their indie rap. I know I'm gonna say JT Music, but I'm probably wrong. So let me just, because I have the memory of a goddamn goldfish. Give me a second. No, I'm right. JT Music. Okay. Yeah, JT Music. Totally recommend them, and probably my favorite. Okay, moving on to my favorite artist, hands down. Okay, it's definitely DA Games. Hashtag not just a music channel. Hashtag not just a music channel. I'm gonna make that very clear. This is not specifically a music channel. He is primarily a gameplay YouTuber, okay? But he does occasionally do some music. And when he does, it's glorious. I have not found a single song yet that I have hated so far. So that's still personally my preference. If you do like songs about video games, or just some freestyle stuff, or hell, if you just like people named Will, go check them out. I really recommend this channel. Like I said, it's DA Games. I will probably put up their icons on the screen when I mention their channel, so you can know which one to click on. Blah 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 blah. And again, for DA Games, hashtag not just a music channel. I'm making that very clear. He's primarily a gameplay channel, which is why it's called DA Games, not DA Music. But anyway, and of course, we get down to the business. Movies. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I was gonna say, we're at video games. No, we're at movies. Now, personally, for me, I don't have that many movies. I'm not too much of a movie fan, but even I have to cave to some movies. And of course, Die Hard. I can't just, even a hater of movies can't hate Die Hard. I feel like it's impossible. Or at least the first one. Die Hard! Can't help but like it. But maybe you're not a movies fan. Maybe you're more of an anime fan. Well, why don't you rediscover some classics? For me, personally, I went back and rediscovered Monster Musume. No, let me see if I can get this right. Monster Musume no Iru Nikicho. No, there's no way I'm getting that right. I'm trying to learn Japanese, but I am failing miserably. Monster Musume no Iru Nikicho. I believe that's about as close as I'm probably gonna get it. But yeah, which is in English, Monster Musume. Yeah, that's not a change. But my which is Everyday Life with Monster Girls. Yes. Yes. This is the one. I love the description. They may belong to other species and may not be human, but they're also all girls, and that means trouble's brewing. Yes. I love this show way too much. I don't know why. All the characters are fun and different and interesting. All the different girls to discover are amazing, and it's really funny. And so that's that. Now we're finally moving on to video games. Now, first of all, let's go. Let's say you're trapped in a house with a bunch of people. Well, of course, you can also go for party games. Woo! Party games! Yeah, I don't have that many party games. But the ones I do have is a combo pack of Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. My family tends to have a blast with Wheel of Fortune. I don't know why, but we always have a blast when playing this. And Jeopardy! I like Jeopardy too. We'll have a blast playing this. And for the other one, we have Super Mario Party! Yes! back to the old classic of Mario Party, and not the can shaking. Yes, this is can shaking, I swear, of Mario Party 8. Or was that 7? I don't care. We're back to the original with Super Mario Party, and it's a blast! It's really, really fun. But if you're a loner like me, you go for longevity games. Alright, games that'll take you a long time to complete. Such as Skyrim. Yes, Skyrim. Or as some people call it, the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, because it's the 5th one. But yes, this is the Skyrim. If you haven't heard about Skyrim, then you haven't been on the internet for more than a couple of years, because there are Skyrim memes everywhere, and Skyrim games everywhere. But basically, if you don't know what it is, you're basically going around and playing as a medieval person, and trying to save the world from an evil dragon that's going to eat the world. Woo! Or you're running around stealing people's sweet rolls, according to the guards in this game. And finally, we have the granddaddy of all survival games, and yes, I will eventually get to it. Yes, I'll eventually play the game, and I'm waiting for a bunch of updates to make it all new. Minecraft. Yes, Minecraft. Currently, I'm actually on a server, and the server is Hyrule, Worlds Divided. I will probably put the server ID right here on the screen, probably like right here, just to let you know what it is, because basically it's a Legend of Zelda server that's fairly new, and or it's been revamped. I'm not sure which, but either way, I love this server. I have been working so hard on it. I've contributed so much to it, and I've done so much. And the owner's very frequent, very helpful, very talkative, and the two owners together are very, very helpful. They get stuff done. They are currently working on right now at this moment. I believe the server is still down, unfortunately, which is why I'm not playing it. But the server is currently down, and we're just trying to get it, and they're trying to get it back up again for other people. But very active community, very active server, mostly. It depends, but lots of people play it. Very frequent, very good. And then basically we're gonna go down. But yeah, if you want to see me and a bunch of friends on there, a bunch of people on in there, come to server. ID is right here. Okay, good. And like I said, eventually I'll play it. I don't know, maybe I'll make it a subscriber special or something. But in the meantime, so flawless until that one point. Except for awkward pauses, but that's basically flawless for me. But yes, so if you're all bored and wondering what the heck am I supposed to do during this boring time of sitting around in a house all day, well, I have given you some options. And if you still don't know what to do, then you'll probably figure out something on your own. But anyway, that has been my probably at least 20-minute long episode of Thursday Raw footage, anyway, of Thursday's Thoughts on Tuesdays. And so thank you so much for watching. If you would like it, please leave a like. And if you like me, for whatever reason, you can go and subscribe to my channel. And for me, that's about it. Now I'm going to go back to staying safe and staying alive, just like you should be too. So thank you so much. Bye-bye!